Every commercial aircraft begins long before the first piece of aluminum is ever shaped. It begins with an idea carefully designed, tested, and refined by engineers before a single component enters production. Every sheet of aluminum, every titanium component, and every composite layer is inspected before production begins. Even the smallest imperfection is unacceptable in aerospace manufacturing. Guided by digital precision, automated machines cut each component with tolerances measured in fractions of a millimeter accuracy that human hands alone could never achieve. A flat sheet of aerospace aluminum is carefully transformed into a perfectly curved structure. Every millimeter matters, because even the smallest deviation can affect aerodynamic performance. Modern aircraft rely heavily on advanced carbon fiber composites. These lightweight materials deliver exceptional strength while reducing overall aircraft weight and improving fuel efficiency. Inside the autoclave, carefully controlled heat and pressure permanently bond the composite layers, creating structures that are both incredibly strong and remarkably lightweight. Before a single aircraft component reaches final assembly, it must pass rigorous inspections. Advanced scanning systems verify every dimension, ensuring that each part meets the uncompromising standards of modern aviation. Certified components now arrive at one of the most critical stages of manufacturing. Here, precision engineering begins transforming individual parts into the structural backbone of an aircraft. Thousands of titanium fasteners hold an aircraft together. Every installation is carefully monitored to guarantee structural strength throughout decades of service. The wing and fuselage must align with extraordinary precision. Even microscopic deviations are unacceptable when building an aircraft designed to fly safely for decades. Thousands of precision fasteners transform separate structures into a single airframe strong enough to withstand millions of flight cycles throughout its service life. Before passengers ever step on board, thousands of electrical cables, hydraulic systems, and environmental controls are installed with extraordinary precision. These electronic systems form the aircraft's digital nervous system, constantly monitoring, communicating, and supporting every stage of flight. The cockpit is the command center of the aircraft. Every display, switch, and flight computer must operate perfectly before a single test flight can begin. Thousands of electronic signals travel through the aircraft every second. Before flight, engineers verify that each system communicates exactly as designed. The suspended engine reaches perfect alignment as technicians prepare to permanently secure it to the wing. Once installed, the engines become an integral part of the aircraft, providing the thrust that will one day lift hundreds of passengers safely into the sky. Long before passengers trust an aircraft, engineers test every hydraulic, electrical, and control system under carefully monitored conditions. Every landing places enormous stress on the aircraft. That's why each landing gear assembly is tested to ensure it can perform reliably through thousands of takeoffs and landings. The first engine start is carefully controlled. Every vibration, temperature, pressure, and rotational speed is monitored in real time before the aircraft is ever cleared for movement. With each successful power increase, engineers confirm that the engines respond exactly as designed, bringing the aircraft one step closer to its first journey beyond the factory. This is the aircraft's first movement under its own power, a carefully controlled taxi that verifies steering, braking, and overall system coordination before flight testing begins. Engineers closely monitor every steering input and braking response. Even these slow movements provide valuable data before the aircraft is cleared for higher speed testing. Engineers gradually increase engine thrust while monitoring acceleration, vibration, braking readiness, and hundreds of live performance parameters. Just as important as acceleration is the ability to stop safely. Every braking test confirms that the aircraft can respond exactly as expected in critical situations. Every panel, fastener, and control surface is inspected one final time. The smallest detail matters when lives depend on absolute reliability. Inside the cockpit, every system is verified once more. Only after every checklist is complete can the aircraft be cleared for its first flight. This is the moment every engineer has worked toward. For the first time, the aircraft accelerates down the runway under its own power, beginning the journey from factory to flight. In a matter of seconds, years of design, precision manufacturing, and testing become reality. The aircraft leaves the ground, marking the beginning of its first flight. With the landing gear retracted and the aircraft stabilized, engineers begin evaluating its handling characteristics in clean flight. Test pilots verify the aircraft's response to gentle control inputs, ensuring stability, predictability, and confidence before expanding the flight envelope. During cruise evaluation, engineers verify fuel efficiency, aerodynamic stability, and overall aircraft performance under normal operating conditions. Every second of the flight generates valuable engineering data. These measurements confirm that the aircraft performs exactly as predicted during design and simulation. A stable approach confirms that the aircraft remains predictable and responsive throughout every phase of flight. The safe landing marks the successful completion of the aircraft's maiden flight, an achievement made possible by thousands of hours of engineering, manufacturing, and testing. Thousands of measurements collected during the flight are carefully reviewed. Every successful result increases confidence that the aircraft is performing exactly as designed. Every inspection complete, every test successful. The aircraft is now ready to begin the next chapter of its journey. Behind every completed aircraft stands a team whose dedication transformed thousands of individual parts into one extraordinary achievement. Engineering is more than technology. It is the patience, discipline, and commitment of the people who make the impossible possible. From this moment forward, the aircraft begins its true purpose, connecting people, crossing oceans, and serving communities around the world. Every flight begins with an idea. Every journey begins with engineering. And every destination begins with the people who dare to build the future of aviation.